Idols disappear fast. Debbie disappears for a while, and Sandra disappears for good.
Yeah, episode 5 of Survivor Game Changers. A game that's historic.
The Queen is no more.
Long live the Queen. The Queen is dead. Actually, it's the other way around. The Queen is dead. Long live the Queen. So we'll have to see who is the next Queen to win. Will we have a Queen that wins or a King that wins?
Could be both.
Okay, you asked me before this to give my predictions. I mean,
Yes.
you tend to like to predict.
Final four.
I tend to
Who is it
predict
gonna be?
along the way because things change.
They do.
So I sort of said, who did I say? I said Sandra, just because of the way she'd been playing. But even as I was saying that, couldn't help but think she's had a lot of airtime early in the game. So, just editing wise, she's probably going to go at some point. Anyway, so I predict Final Four. My Final Four would have been Sandra, Culpepper, Sierra, and Andrea.
Yes, and I was agreed with you with Andrea and Sierra.
Okay,
so
cool.
we still had the same two, but I had Zeke and Sarah as my final.
Zeke is
my
really
other
good
two,
as well, and he played well tonight. So yeah, well, it's obviously Sandra's gone, so we'll talk a little bit more about that.
We think, because somehow I thought
she might come back.
when she was getting her torch snuffed out, and no, don't do it. I was half expecting lightning to hit and relight her torch again, and somehow.
Yeah. So Aubrey said right at the beginning, she was of course on the wrong side of that boat they had previously.
Yep.
She goes, I gotta learn from Sandra. Sandra's so calm and everything, and knows what she's doing. She does. Sandra does know what she's doing.
And they mention it later in the episode too, when was talking
Super
amongst the
calm
crowd
and draws you in. She kind of, what do they say, grooms you. It's
she makes a few points, and you start going, maybe.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, hey, stop that.
Yeah, exactly. And then Ty, of course, right at the beginning, gets his idol, with the invisible ink
Yes.
on the board. That was pretty cool at night, searching for it.
That was neat.
That was pretty cool. So he's got an idol. That's good. Okay, then we get our reward challenge. Drop your buffs. So this is cool. So we're now went from 3 to 2 tribes.
Yes.
We have the Monon tribe, which is now Troy Zan, who has an idol. Just keep in mind who has idols as well. Siri, Culpepper, Michaela, Sierra, Haley, and Aubrey. Nuku, Sandra, Sarah, Jeff, Andrea, Zeke, Ty, who has an idol, and Ozzy. And then twist, Debbie left out. She got pulled no buff, and she's going to exile.
And everybody assumes it's Exile Island. He never said Exile Island. He just said you're going to exile, and then okay, yeah.
And you assume it's going to be bad, and she's all down in the dumps. Oh, woe is me.
And then a change of the game.
Now, first of all, let me ask you: would you, if you had drawn the blank and had no buff, would it bother you being the person that goes to exile, not even knowing what this exile ended up being?
Tough to say because I don't in that situation, but looking at it from an observer, I wouldn't mind.
Because you're not going home that night.
And you're going to let the new tribe sort itself out and find out who's on the outs and get to...
Because you're not automatically on the outs when you come back.
No, you might be...
The swing vote.
Somebody might now go, we need you.
Because there are 7 on each tribe. It's an odd number. Well, I guess it's better when you come back and there's an even... No, you'd still be coming back with an odd number. That's right.
Yeah.
But anyway, your vote's important to whoever's on the outs in that tribe. So, yeah, that's always good. But then, yeah, of course, it turns out to not be the exile that you're thinking.
It's a nice luxury yacht.
With food and
beer and wine and
all
drinks
sorts
and
of stuff.
all the whatever you could possibly eat and fully stocked.
That was awesome. And, of course, then we got... Cochran came back. And to give a little bit of advice.
And he knows right off the bat, too, that, she knows everything. She's not taking any advice from me. She's like, oh, I know everything.
It seemed like it was tough. He was trying to get her to open up, and she was like, oh, I'm fine. I'm good. Yeah, I know everything. Yeah, and it was tough. It's tough to give advice. Somebody says that. But finally, by the end, she sort of broke down a little bit, and that was cool.
And I think took the advice to heart.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So
yeah, maybe I shouldn't just hold grudges and attack somebody. Maybe I should
So
Learn
we'll
from
see.
Sandra.
We'll have to see what happens with her. I don't see her going very far, but she could be somebody that they keep around because nobody's going to vote for her to win. So who knows?
And then while that's all going on too, Ty goes to the other tribe now and goes, hey, I got that clue about the idol over in my... Maybe it works the exact same over here, and doesn't even have to look for the idol, look for the clue. He goes, I'm going to pour water on this thing too. And sure enough...
He's got 2 idols.
That was hilarious.
Awesome. That was amazing. And just keep note, though, anybody who missed it, he did bury his idol by the chickens to keep it safe. So just keep an eye on that. He's got to go dig it up if he decides he needs it. But yeah, so obviously when the other tribes got back together, you've got Troyzan a little bit concerned because he's on a tribe with only him and Culpepper, the 2 guys, and 5 women. And his basically line was, I don't want to get bamboozled by women again, because he was on the one where he was on, against a tribe of all women. And so it'll be interesting to see how those guys do over there. Sandra and Varner are obviously in a bad spot, but Sandra said she wasn't scared, but she was actually a little bit worried. So,
and I mention this all the time. One of the drawbacks I find to when they switch tribes all the time is you can be doing well, and all of a sudden the game changes, and I know that's the whole point of it, but all of a sudden you're on the bottom now, you're on the outs, and you've been doing well. No punishment necessary, but
yeah,
next thing you know.
Yep. And now it's Zeke that sort of initiates the pushing the vote to get Sandra off.
Yes.
And so Zeke is a very smart player too. I mean,
Yep.
I was impressed with him last season, but to be the one who sort of orchestrated knocking the queen off her throne, that's pretty cool.
Of course, he's a huge threat, and he does puzzles.
Yeah, yeah. So he easily convinced Varner that they were going to vote for Ty.
But because he doesn't swim well and go down deep like Ozzy does, everyone goes, well, he's not a threat.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, and Sandra doesn't trust that though. She was smart enough not to just sit back and go, oh, okay, they're gonna vote for Ty. She's smart enough to realize, no, that doesn't make any sense, because if it was me, if I was them, I'd want me gone. That's actually the best way to always, if you're playing Survivor, to look at it. If I was you, who would you guys want gone? Because it could very well be you, or one of your alliance.
Well, and that's why there's so many strategy questions all the time. And well, let's go back to that strategy decision that Debbie had.
Oh, choosing the advantage.
3 options.
The fake things to make a fake idol, the extra vote, or tribe advantage. That's a tough one. The fake idol I wouldn't take.
Seems like you can make them now. Everybody seems to make them and fake somebody, but
yeah. So I wouldn't bother taking the fake idol stuff.
Yeah.
The extra vote could be really advantageous. More so, I think, once you are merged, because it will save you individually better than. Well, I guess you still need to have some kind of coalition with you voting for somebody. The tribe advantage could be good because it's something that you're giving to the tribe, so they might
give extra votes to you. Good votes.
Oh, either at the end if you win, or just not want to vote you out because you did something good for the tribe. Yes. However, when other people have done stuff and shared rewards and so on with the tribe, it doesn't really make any difference. They'll often vote them out anyway.
You might earn some points, but that doesn't earn you votes.
She probably made the right choice there.
I think so, for sure.
Yeah.
I would, because again, it's a personal advantage. It's like, oh, you can get an idol for yourself, or you can share it with somebody.
Yeah. So quickly, let's look at it from everybody else's point of view that's on that tribe. Obviously, it makes sense for Zeke to get rid of Sandra.
Makes sense for everyone to get rid of Sandra.
It really does, actually. Yeah. So they're all going for Sandra. Obviously, Varner didn't like that because that's his alliance.
And so they tried to push okay, let's not let them know. So let's tell Jeff we're all going to vote for Ty, and they'll figure it out. And immediately, the first thing that came to my mind, because Sarah went, yeah, it seems too easy. They're just telling you this. I'm not that dumb.
Or Sandra said that.
Sandra, yes.
Yeah.
Because Jeff got note and Sandra, and she's going, I don't think so. That's too easy. I can smell this one out.
Yeah.
And the first thing that came to my mind is JT couldn't smell it out. Last
Yeah.
week, he goes home with the idol going, oh, come on, you have to know you're in trouble.
Yeah.
Just because somebody tells you something. It's Sandra.
Well,
That's why she's so good.
That is why she's so good. Yeah, exactly.
She knows.
But the problem was they were going to target, obviously, Sandra. Well, Varner figured they were going to target Ty. But then Ty gets together and goes,
Sweet,
oh, it's
lovable
still,
Ty.
It's still Sandra, right? It's in front of Jeff. It's Sandra, right? Yeah, we're still on the same page. Sandra, yeah. And Jeff's like, huh. So I thought, okay, this could go two ways. I was worried actually about Sandra because as much as I don't really like her, she plays amazing. She's an amazing player, and it would have been cool to see her get to the end. But it would have either been, even if she could have got a bunch of votes towards Ty, the rest were still voting against her. Ty has 2 idols. He should play one of them, which means it doesn't really matter what Sandra does. Ty should be safe. And then she goes home.
And we know he's paranoid.
So
he's
should
freaking out back at camp. He
play
doesn't know what he's doing, and he's blabbing to everybody.
an idol.
Somebody didn't go up to him and go, Ty, shut up.
Yeah. He should play an idol no matter what. But then it gets crazy at Tribal Council.
Oh, my Lord. Then I thought it couldn't get any crazier. Then they get to Tribal.
I loved how Sandra said, you give me a name, I'll vote for it as long as it's not me. And Ty, you got a name?
Okay.
Yeah. What? Can I whisper to her? And then she tells everyone, yeah, Ozzy. So, okay, that's a mistake there. You don't say that out loud. But obviously they're going to now target you, Ty. Okay, so Ty, you should play your idol.
Oh, you better now, since you really blew it.
So I wrote down in big letters in my notes, Ty with an exclamation point, thinking, you screwed it up. They're voting for you now. I was shocked at how many still voted for Sandra.
I was shocked.
And I was shocked that Ty didn't play his idol. I thought as soon as he didn't play it, I thought, uh-oh, Ty's gone, Sandra's still around.
I thought for sure Ty was going to play his idol, because with all that craziness going on, he's got 2 of them. Play one. And then, so I thought, they're going to vote for Ty.
Ty's playing his idol.
He's going to play his idol, and he's the one that was said, I'm going to vote for Ozzy.
Oh, and you thought Ozzy might be gone.
I thought Ozzy might be going home with 1 vote.
Or Sandra could have also voted for Ozzy, but she voted for Ty as well. But
somehow, those original 5 stuck to the plan.
Yeah.
And Sandra goes home.
So how many votes? Ty got 2 votes.
Yep.
Only 2. So he got Varner and
Sandra.
Somehow
those 5.
All that commotion, all that drama, and it ended up being exactly what they planned it would be. And Ty still got 2 idols. That is freaking sheer luck that he's still around.
Double
still
dumb.
has 2 idols. Because I would have played it. If it was me, I'm playing my idol.
But I said that as we're watching the show. I'm going, I never want to be that guy that goes home with the idol. I want to be the guy that plays the idol and gets no votes.
Yeah.
I can live with that.
Yeah. Exactly. So crazy episode. And it was kind of sad seeing Sandra's idol Torch get snuffed. But it was cool how everybody applauded her. She left. Like, she's still the best player in Survivor history if you go by number of times you've won.
No doubt.
So that was pretty cool. Was there anything else from this one that we missed?
I thought it couldn't get any crazier last week, and it just...
Yeah.
Now, what is this now? Is it a new tribal thing? Everyone just starts whispering and standing up and doing extra...
Maybe.
You have all day to plan, and
but then somebody blows it up at Tribal Council and it gets all weird. Yeah, really cool. So I'm looking forward to the next episode, see what happens. It won't be quite as I can't say it won't be quite as dramatic. It'll probably be just as dramatic. So we'll be back now next week. Unfortunately I'm away. I'm out of town, so we may be either doing our recap later, like maybe Sunday or so, or maybe we'll do sort of a double recap the following week where we sort of talk about what happened. Maybe it will be a boring episode next week and not much will happen and we'll be able to summarize it in 5 minutes and then we'll go on to, or you're going to end up with a really, really long, we could split it into 2 maybe. I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, it won't be coming as quickly next week as I'd like. But anyway, thank you for watching. And we'll see you soon.